Hi, Dr. JP. Like and subscribe to my channel. The video that I'm sharing with you today is actually about different plants and herbs that we should have in our gardens or in our spice rack. The reason why I think this is so important is I am one of those people that have lived multiple years without insurance. So therefore I had to learn different ways to take care of myself. I read recently that CVS and Walgreens are in danger of closing stores. Don't know which stores that would be. Also, don't know what community that you live in, and so therefore you could end up without healthcare facilities anywhere near you. The new big beautiful bill is going to be causing hospitals and healthcare facilities to go out of business. So I wanted to share this with you today, hoping that you will review your spice racks. Make sure that some of these herbs are in your spice racks in case you can't get to medication. And also, hey, if you left behind after the rapture, you might need to know a few things and have a few things in your medicine cabinet. A lot of these herbs are available on Etsy, and so I haven't had a chance to research them all. Some are will be available in your local grocery stores. Local nurseries may have some. So some of these plants, and that's what I'm going to suggest you get, available in flower pots. And I have showed on some of my other videos that I actually have grown food in flower pots. Listen carefully, learn, and I hope that you can use some of this information for expanding your um, food knowledge, um, making sure that you have certain herbs and spices that could be beneficial to you.
Number 1, aloe vera, first aid in a leaf. When you can't run to the ER, aloe vera becomes your burn unit, wound salve, and skin healer, all in one. Aloe vera, or Aloe barbadensis Miller, is one of the easiest medicinal plants to grow. It thrives in poor soil, doesn't need much water, and laughs in the face of neglect. That makes it perfect for preppers, especially when grid down means you're too busy handling real survival to babysit delicate plants. But here's the deal, aloe isn't just convenient, it's powerful. Slice a fresh aloe leaf, and that cool, clear gel inside is packed with healing. It soothes burns on contact, it stops itching, it disinfects cuts, it reduces inflammation. That gel contains vitamins, amino acids, enzymes, and antioxidants that help your skin repair itself fast. Think of it as your natural neosporin, with way more benefits and no expiration date. You can apply the gel raw directly onto burns, scrapes, sunburns, or rashes. You'll feel the cooling relief instantly. In a collapse, when infection can spread fast and medical help is miles away or unavailable, aloe can stop a small cut from turning into a serious problem. But that's just surface level. You can drink it too. The clear inner gel, not the yellow sap near the skin, can be blended with water or juice. It helps calm digestive issues like acid reflux, bloating, and constipation. It also hydrates the body and may even support immune health. And it's useful for beauty and hygiene in tough times. Aloe moisturizes skin, reduces acne, eases razor bumps. In a crisis, even basic hygiene matters, because infections don't care that the grid is down. Aloe vera is self-replicating. One plant turns into many. Cut a pup, replant. In a few months, you've got a whole row of green medicine growing quietly outside your door. Start growing it now, indoors or outdoors, in pots or beds. Because when you can't get to a doctor, this plant might be the thing that keeps a burn from becoming something far worse. Number 2, chamomile, nature's calming agent. Stress kills, not all at once, but slowly, silently, and especially during collapse. When your world is upside down, chamomile steps in like a warm, calming breath. It's more than just tea, it's medicine, mental, emotional, and physical. There are two main kinds, German chamomile, Matricaria chamomilla, and Roman chamomile, Chamomile noble. Both offer similar benefits, but German is easier to grow in most climates. You don't need acres. Chamomile thrives in poor soil, needs very little water, and can grow in containers. It'll even reseed itself if you let it go. Now let's talk why it's essential. Chamomile is your anti-anxiety herb, a natural sedative without the side effects. 1 cup of chamomile tea in the evening can ease nerves, slow your mind, and help you sleep. Something you'll need when stress, fear, and adrenaline are running wild during a disaster. It's also a powerful digestive aid. Got cramps, bloating, nausea, or stomach pain from ration food, stress, or lack of clean water? Chamomile can calm the gut, ease pain, and help get things moving again. And it doesn't stop there. Chamomile is also anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial. You can use it topically to treat skin rashes, burns, or minor infections. Make a compress. Apply it to irritated skin. It speeds healing and soothes the pain. Want it stronger? Make a tincture from the flowers and alcohol. That concentrates the healing properties and gives you shelf-stable medicine that can last for years. This is one of those plants that pulls double duty, medicinal and morale boosting. In a world where good sleep is rare and stress is constant, chamomile keeps your head clear, your gut calm, and your system balanced. It's gentle, but don't mistake that for weakness. Grow it now, because when things get tense, this little flower becomes your mental armor. Number 3, lavender. Stress relief. Meets skincare. In a full-blown crisis, stress hits hard. Sleep disappears, panic creeps in. That's when lavender steps up, a plant that calms your mind and heals your skin, all at once. Lavender, lavandula spp, is more than a pretty smell. It's a medicinal heavy hitter in the prepper world. The essential oil from its flowers has real science behind it, proven sedative, anti-anxiety, and antiseptic effects. You can use it to quiet racing thoughts, soothe sore muscles, and clean up small wounds or burns. Feeling overwhelmed? A few drops of lavender oil in a bowl of hot water or a cup of tea can relax your entire system. It slows your heart rate, clears your head, helps you sleep when your nerves won't quit. That's critical when you're living in high alert mode 24/7. Physically, it's a wound healer. Apply lavender oil to cuts, burns, or insect bites. Its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties reduce pain and speed healing. If you don't have access to antibiotics, antiseptic cream, or even soap, this is your go-to. Got insomnia? Sprinkle dried lavender in a small cloth pouch and tuck it in your pillow. That scent triggers your body's relaxation system. Simple, effective, natural. You can also make lavender tea from the flower buds. It helps with digestive issues, stomach cramps, bloating, and general anxiety. Perfect after a hard day of physical labor or stressful decisions. And let's talk gardening. Lavender is drought tolerant, pest resistant, and thrives in poor soil. Once it's established, it needs almost no maintenance. Bees and pollinators love it too, which supports your entire garden ecosystem. The flowers can be harvested, dried, and stored for months, even years. Whether you're using the oil, tea, or dried blossoms, it's a medicine cabinet in plant form. In a grid-down world, panic spreads faster than sickness. Lavender is your calm in the storm. Grow it, harvest it, use it, because the battle isn't just physical, it's mental too. Number 4, calendula, skin healer and immune support. When infection risk skyrockets and antibiotics are gone, calendula becomes your frontline defense. Calendula officinalis, also known as pot marigold, isn't just a pretty face in your garden. It's a serious wound healer, an immune booster, and a digestive aid. It fights bacteria, reduces inflammation, and speeds skin repair, all from one simple flower. Let's start with the skin. Calendula's petals contain compounds that help heal cuts, scrapes, burns, bruises, and rashes. It reduces swelling and fights infection. Perfect when soap and sterile bandages are in short supply. Make a calendula salve or cream using the flower heads infused in oil, and you've got a natural first aid tool ready for anything. It's also amazing for eczema, insect bites, and chapped skin. Things that get worse when hygiene suffers or weather gets extreme. Now let's go internal. Calendula tea helps soothe the digestive tract, easing inflammation and helping with ulcers, stomach pain, and even constipation. It's been used for centuries to detoxify the body and support liver function. Immune support? Calendula stimulates lymphatic activity, helping the body fight off illness more efficiently. In a world where doctors may not be reachable, this gives you a natural defense line. And if you think this is just a backup plan, think again. Calendula is easy to grow, thrives in poor soil, and reseeds itself like a champ. You plant it once and it keeps coming back. It also attracts bees and beneficial insects, helping everything else in your garden thrive. Dry the flowers, store them, make tea, make oil, make salves. You'll use every part of this plant. If your plan is to stay healthy and ready through any crisis, calendula belongs in your garden because it's not just a flower. It's medicine, it's protection, and it might be the reason a small injury doesn't turn into a deadly infection. Number 5, garlic, infection fighter and heart helper. You probably think of garlic as something to toss in a skillet, but when the system collapses and modern medicine disappears, garlic becomes one of the most powerful weapons in your garden. This isn't just about flavor, it's about survival. Garlic, Allium sativum, contains a compound called allicin, which activates when the cloves are crushed or chopped. That's the magic. Allicin is a natural antibiotic, antifungal, and antiviral agent. It's been used for centuries to fight infections, from colds to bacterial illnesses, and even parasites. In a world where pharmacies are closed and antibiotics are gone, garlic becomes your natural antibiotic. You can eat it raw, add it to meals, or even brew it into a tea to kick colds, soothe sore throats, or boost immunity. But it doesn't stop there. Garlic also helps lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and support cardiovascular health. It keeps your heart running strong when stress, poor diet, and harsh conditions start to wear you down. And don't forget its role in fighting cancer. Studies have shown garlic may help reduce the risk of certain cancers, especially in the digestive tract. That's serious long-term protection from something most people just see as seasoning. Need pain relief or skin help? Crush garlic into a paste and apply it to infected cuts or boils. Yes, it stings, but it works. Just be careful, as it can irritate sensitive skin. You can also make garlic oil, which is great for treating earaches, skin conditions, and even respiratory congestion when rubbed on the chest. As a prepper, garlic checks every box. It's easy to grow, requires little space, and helps protect other plants in your garden from pests. It even stores well. Once harvested and cured, garlic bulbs can last for months. And it multiplies. Plant one clove and you'll grow a whole new bulb. That means you're not just growing food, you're growing medicine, immunity, and barter value. If you're building a survival garden, garlic isn't optional, it's essential. Start growing it now, because when people get sick and supplies run out, you'll already have what they need sitting quietly in your soil. Number 6, ginger, digestive and immune warrior. When the power's out, stress is high, and clean food is questionable, your gut is the first thing to go. That's where ginger comes in swinging. Ginger, Zingiber officinale, is one of the most versatile, powerful medicinal roots you can grow. And in a crisis, it earns its spot as a top-tier plant in your survival garden. First, ginger is a digestive lifesaver. Nausea, vomiting, bloating, and stomach cramps, ginger calms them all. Whether it's motion sickness, bad food, or stress-related digestive issues, a simple ginger tea can bring fast relief. That's huge when clean food and water are limited, and stomach problems can spiral fast. But it's not just about digestion. Ginger is also anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial. It helps relieve joint pain, muscle soreness, and menstrual cramps. It can reduce swelling and stiffness in people dealing with arthritis or injuries without relying on pharmaceutical painkillers. And let's talk immune boosting. Ginger fights infections. It helps break fevers, clears sinuses, and keeps your system strong when viruses and bacteria are running wild. That warm, spicy kick, it's not just flavor, it's medicine. You can use it fresh, dried, powdered, or in supplement form. Ginger tea is the go-to. Slice fresh root, simmer in water, and sip. Add lemon or honey if you have it. In cold weather or viral outbreaks, this simple brew becomes one of the best defenses you've got. And yes, you can grow it yourself. Ginger grows well in containers, indoors or out. It loves warmth and moisture, making it great for sunny windows or shaded gardens in warmer zones. Start with store-bought ginger root, soak it, and plant. You'll see sprouts in weeks and harvest in months. It's easy, it's powerful, and it keeps producing. In a world where comfort is rare and sickness spreads fast, ginger is your medicine, your morale booster, and your healing root, all in one. Grow it, store it, drink it. Because once the grid goes down, your stomach and your immune system will thank you. Number 7, echinacea, immune defense you can grow. When people around you start coughing, sneezing, and dropping from infection, echinacea might be the only thing keeping you upright. Echinacea purpurea, isn't hype. It's one of the few plants backed by tradition and science. Known for strengthening the immune system, echinacea helps your body fight off viruses and bacteria faster, stronger, and longer. That's survival medicine in its purest form. It's especially helpful during cold and flu season, but its value goes way beyond seasonal sniffles. It reduces the length and severity of infections, boosts white blood cell activity, and may even help prevent illness if taken early. Let's break it down. Drink it as tea from dried leaves and flowers to support your system during outbreaks or stress. Use a tincture made from the root for a stronger, faster immune response. Topically, it helps heal wounds, burns, and skin infections, another big deal when antibiotics are scarce. Even better, echinacea is easy to grow. It thrives in full sun, tolerates drought, and doesn't care much about poor soil. Once established, it comes back year after year, bigger, stronger, and ready to help. Its vibrant purple flowers also attract bees and pollinators, boosting the health of your entire garden. And during collapse, it becomes a barter item with real value. People will trade for something that might keep them from getting sick, or get them back on their feet faster. You can harvest the roots after the 2nd or 3rd year, dry them, and store them for long-term use. The leaves and flowers can be dried and used sooner. Nothing is wasted. So while others are hoarding pills, you'll have a natural, renewable line of defense growing quietly in your yard. Echinacea doesn't just fight disease, it gives you control when everything else feels out of control. That's the kind of plant every prepper needs in their corner. Number 8, mint. Digestion and respiratory relief. When your food is rationed, your nerves are shot, and your lungs are tight, mint steps in with fast, refreshing relief. Mint, Mentha spp, is one of the most underrated medicinal plants in the prepper garden. It's easy to grow, works for dozens of issues, and keeps giving all season long. Let's start with your stomach. Mint calms indigestion, bloating, gas, and nausea. Whether it's food you cooked over a fire, stress-induced stomach problems, or water you're unsure about, mint tea can ease the discomfort. The menthol in mint relaxes digestive muscles and gets things moving. It also clears your head, literally. That same menthol acts as a natural decongestant. Breathe in mint steam or sip hot mint tea to open airways, ease sore throats, and relieve sinus pressure. You won't miss cough syrup when you've got this growing outside. Got headaches or migraines? Mint oil applied to the temples cools and soothes the pain. It's also great on itchy skin, bug bites, and minor rashes. It's a powerful natural antiseptic too. That means fresher breath, better oral hygiene, and cleaner wounds, all from one plant. Here's the kicker. Mint grows like wildfire. It thrives in moist soil and partial shade, but it'll take off just about anywhere. That's why most people grow it in containers. It spreads fast. But in a survival situation, that's a good thing. More plant, more medicine, more value. You can dry the leaves for tea, make mint oil, or eat them fresh. You can even trade them, because in a collapse, something that helps with stomach pain, stress, colds, and infection, that's a commodity. Mint keeps you clear-headed, calm, and healthy when everything around you feels the opposite. Start with a few plants. You'll have a patch in no time, and you'll never regret growing more. Number 9, turmeric, anti-inflammatory superroot. When your joints ache, your back's sore, and there's no pharmacy in sight, turmeric becomes your natural painkiller and disease fighter. Turmeric curcuma longa is that golden yellow root you've seen in curry dishes, but it's way more than a spice. It contains curcumin, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and even brain-boosting effects. And for a prepper, that means real long-term protection when modern medicine runs out. Start with what it does best, fighting inflammation. Curcumin has been shown to help with arthritis, joint pain, injuries, and general body soreness. Whether you've been chopping firewood, walking miles, or just living through stress, turmeric helps your body recover. It's like having ibuprofen growing in your backyard without the side effects. But it doesn't stop at pain. Turmeric also supports heart health, helps balance blood pressure, and improves circulation. Big wins when stress is high and nutrition is limited. It boosts brain function, supporting memory and focus when fatigue and mental fog try to take over. And its antioxidants protect your body at the cellular level, reducing the risk of chronic disease over time. It even helps with digestion. A little turmeric in food or tea can calm bloating and stimulate bile production, improving how your body breaks down meals. Here's how to use it. Dry and grind the root into powder for cooking. Make turmeric tea with black pepper, which helps your body absorb curcumin. Or turn it into a paste for wounds, swelling, or irritated skin. Turmeric is surprisingly easy to grow. It prefers warm, humid conditions, but does well in containers too. So even if you live in a cooler zone, you can keep it inside. Start with a fresh root from the store, bury it shallow, and give it time. It won't give you instant results, but over time, turmeric builds resilience from the inside out. In a long-term crisis, injury and inflammation are guaranteed. What you do about them, that's up to you. Turmeric gives you a way to stay mobile, stay sharp, and stay ahead. Number 10, lemon balm, calming herb with brain benefits. When emotions are running high, sleep is broken, and stress becomes your daily fuel, lemon balm helps bring you back to center. Lemon balm, Melissa officinalis, is part of the mint family, but instead of clearing sinuses, it clears your mental clutter. It's known for its light lemon scent, gentle calming effect, and ability to ease both body and mind. In a collapse, when survival becomes overwhelming, this herb becomes emotional first aid. Let's start with its calming powers. Lemon balm naturally reduces anxiety and stress. It supports the nervous system, slows the racing heart, and quiets overthinking. If you're dealing with panic, uncertainty, or emotional overload, which most people will during any serious crisis, this herb helps you stay grounded. Struggling with sleep? Lemon balm has mild sedative properties that promote deep, restful sleep. Combine it with chamomile or lavender tea, and you've got a natural sleep tonic that helps you reset after long, anxious nights. But there's more. Lemon balm improves focus, memory, and cognitive performance. That's critical when decisions carry real consequences and every mistake matters. A clear head could mean the difference between safety and danger. It also supports digestion, easing cramps, gas, and bloating. That's a big deal when you're relying on rationed food, irregular meals, or questionable water. Lemon balm can be used fresh or dried in teas, tinctures, or infused oils. It can even be made into a balm, hence the name, for topical use, particularly useful for cold sores or skin irritations, thanks to its antiviral properties. And yes, it's easy to grow. Lemon balm thrives in partial shade or full sun, tolerates poor soil, and comes back year after year once established. Keep it in a container to manage its spread, and you'll have a steady supply all season long. In uncertain times, emotional strength is just as critical as physical health. Lemon balm gives you calm, clarity, and rest when the world tries to take all three away. Grow it, use it, rely on it. Number 11, thyme, antimicrobial respiratory support. When infection sets in and antibiotics are off the table, thyme becomes your frontline defender. Thyme, Thymus vulgaris, is a small herb with serious muscle. Packed with thymol, one of the most potent natural antimicrobials out there, thyme helps fight off bacteria, viruses, and even some fungi. If you've got a cold, sore throat, bronchitis, or a lingering cough in a grid down situation, this plant might be the difference between getting better or getting worse. Start with the lungs. Thyme acts as a natural expectorant. It helps clear mucus from the chest and sinuses, making it easier to breathe when you're congested or wheezing. Thyme tea brewed strong is a survival cough syrup. No chemicals, no pharmacy needed. Thyme also reduces inflammation and soothes sore throats. Add honey if you have it, and you've got a powerful remedy for anything from strep-like symptoms to seasonal colds. Its uses go deeper than just respiratory relief. Thyme improves digestion, eases bloating, and can calm an upset stomach. That's a big deal when your diet consists of whatever you can cook over fire or pull from a can. Thyme stimulates the production of digestive enzymes, helping your system handle tougher meals. And don't overlook its use in topical medicine. Thyme-infused oil or salve can disinfect wounds and help prevent infection. In a world where even small cuts can spiral, having thyme-based treatments ready matters. It's also a garden champion. Thyme is pest-resistant, drought-tolerant, and thrives in rocky, poor soil. It forms dense mats that suppress weeds and protect other plants. Plus, it grows easily in containers or directly in the ground. Dry the leaves for long-term storage. Make oil, tinctures, or teas. Use it fresh in meals for added flavor and immune support. In a crisis, you'll need all the natural tools you can get. Thyme doesn't just add flavor, it adds protection, power, and peace of mind. Plant it once, harvest it often, and keep it ready. Because the next time your lungs get tight or your throat starts to burn, you'll be glad you've got this little green warrior on your side. Number 12, basil, immune boosting and anti-inflammatory. Most people think of basil as something to sprinkle on pasta, but in a survival situation, basil is a quiet powerhouse with real medicinal muscle. Let's break it down. Basil Ocimum basilicum is rich in antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant compounds, especially eugenol, which helps reduce swelling and fight infection. That means you're not just adding flavor to your food, you're strengthening your immune system, calming internal inflammation, and keeping your body more resistant to illness. Got a fever? Basil helps break it. Got stress or mental fog? Basil tea has mild adaptogenic effects, helping the body handle pressure and regulate cortisol. That's huge when tension is running high and rest is rare. Basil also supports digestion and eases gas, bloating, and stomach discomfort, issues that pop up fast when your diet shifts to survival food and clean water isn't always guaranteed. It stimulates appetite, aids absorption, and soothes your gut. And when bacteria, viruses, or fungi hit your system, basil steps in. You can use it to fight off respiratory infections, headaches, and even skin issues. Make tea from the leaves, chew them fresh or crush, and apply topically to irritated skin. You can even make basil oil for sore muscles, tension, or massage therapy. A few drops in a carrier oil go a long way in helping ease physical stress. As a garden plant, basil is easy to grow, even in small containers. It thrives in full sun, grows quickly, and if you keep harvesting the leaves, it keeps producing more. Plus, it naturally repels pests, protecting nearby plants without any chemicals. Dry it for winter use. Make tinctures, mix into first aid salves. Or just use it fresh in food and drinks to add health benefits without even thinking about it. Basil is more than a garnish. It's survival support with roots. In a time when inflammation, stress, and infection can break your body down fast, basil helps keep you strong, steady, and ready. Grow it, use it, count on it. Number 13, rosemary, memory, pain, and immunity. When your mind is foggy, your body aches, and every decision matters, rosemary keeps you sharp, steady, and focused. Rosemary, Rosmarinus officinalis, is one of those plants that looks harmless but hits hard. It's been used for centuries as a memory aid, pain reliever, and immune booster. And in a survival situation, when exhaustion and stress pile up, rosemary keeps your brain clear and your body strong. Let's start with the brain. Rosemary has been shown to increase mental clarity, focus, and memory retention. That's no small thing when you're making life or death choices, managing supplies, or navigating new terrain. Just inhaling the scent of rosemary can stimulate cognitive function and wake up a tired mind. Now, your body. Rosemary has anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, meaning it helps reduce pain and swelling. Use rosemary oil or salves topically to ease sore muscles, joint pain, or tension headaches. After long days of physical labor, this herb becomes your go-to relief. It also strengthens the immune system thanks to its antioxidants and antimicrobial effects. That matters when cuts, infections, or seasonal viruses hit, and you've got no doctor on call. Want more? Rosemary improves circulation, helps with digestion, and has even been linked to protecting vision and hair health. Talk about multitasking. You can use rosemary in several ways. Make tea by brewing the leaves for a digestive aid or calming drink. Infuse it in olive oil for massage or topical application. Simply breathing in rosemary oil can reduce stress and mental fatigue. Add it to meats, stews, or vegetables for flavor and health. As a plant, rosemary is tough as nails. It's drought tolerant, thrives in poor soil, and handles neglect like a champ. Whether in ground or in containers, once it takes root, you'll have a steady supply year round. It also repels pests, so it doubles as protection for your other garden crops. A garden guard with medical benefits? That's exactly the kind of plant you want when you're aiming for full self-reliance. Rosemary gives you mental edge, physical comfort, and long-term support without ever leaving your yard. Grow it for the flavor, keep it for the function, and when things get tough, it'll be one of the few things working as hard as you are. Number 14, peppermint, cold relief and energy boost. When your head pounds, your sinuses are stuffed, and your body's running on fumes, peppermint steps in like a cold wind through chaos. Peppermint, Mentha times piperita, is more than a breath freshener. It's a fast-acting herbal remedy that tackles respiratory issues, digestive distress, tension headaches, muscle soreness, and fatigue. In a collapse when modern meds are long gone, peppermint becomes one of your most versatile plant allies. Let's start with your head. Peppermint oil applied to the temples can relieve headaches in minutes. The cooling menthol soothes pressure and relaxes muscles. No pills, no side effects, just real relief. Breathing trouble? Inhale peppermint steam to clear sinuses and soothe a scratchy throat. Its natural decongestant properties help open airways and break up mucus, making it a must-have during flu season or when cold viruses make their rounds. Now your stomach. Peppermint relaxes the muscles in your digestive tract, making it one of the best natural treatments for bloating, gas, IBS, and nausea. 1 cup of peppermint tea can settle a stomach fast, something you'll need when survival food doesn't always sit right. Feeling exhausted? Peppermint's scent alone can boost focus and energy. Whether you inhale the oil, sip the tea, or chew fresh leaves, it gives your brain a gentle jolt without the crash of caffeine. Topically, peppermint oil can be diluted and used to treat muscle aches, skin irritation, and bug bites. The menthol cools, soothes, and disinfects. As a plant, peppermint is easy to grow and aggressive. It spreads fast, so keep it contained unless you want a mint takeover, which honestly might not be a bad thing in a crisis. More mint equals more medicine. Harvest often, dry it, store it, use it fresh, barter it when people are desperate for relief. Peppermint is nature's multi-tool, cooling your mind, clearing your chest, and calming your gut. You'll use it more than you think, and when things get tough, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Number 15, St. John's wort, mood and nerve support. When disaster hits and stress becomes your new normal, your mental health can fall apart faster than your supplies. That's why St. John's wort belongs in every prepper's garden. This plant, Hypericum perforatum, is known for its powerful ability to lift mood, ease anxiety, and support the nervous system. And in a long-term crisis, when every day is survival mode, that support can mean everything. First off, St. John's wort is a natural antidepressant. It increases serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, those feel-good brain chemicals that keep your emotions stable. It's been used for centuries to help people cope with anxiety, sadness, irritability, and mental exhaustion. No prescriptions, no side effects like with synthetic meds, just a flower with powerful properties. In a collapse, stress hits hard. Loss, fear, isolation, it piles up. And without emotional resilience, even the most physically prepared people can spiral. St. John's wort gives you emotional backup when there's no one else to call. But it doesn't stop there. This plant also works as a nerve tonic. It helps with nerve pain, sciatica, and inflammation in the body. Got a pulled muscle, backache, or trauma-related soreness? Use St. John's wort oil topically for relief. You can take it as a tea, use it in tinctures, or apply it as infused oil. A warm cup of tea can help you sleep better, quiet anxiety, and calm frayed nerves. That's a big deal when you're sleeping with one eye open and planning every move like it counts. It's also antiviral, helping your body fight off infection naturally, especially those nasty seasonal bugs that hit harder when you're run down. Growing it is easy. It thrives in poor soil, full sun, and doesn't need pampering. It's pest resistant and self-seeding, so once you've got it for years. Just harvest the flowers during peak bloom, dry them, and store for tea or tincture. When things go bad, it's not just about having enough food and gear. It's about staying emotionally and mentally strong enough to make it through. St. John's wort gives you a natural way to stay level, stay focused, and stay in control, even when the world isn't. Plant it now, you'll need it later. Number 16, sage, antimicrobial brain booster. In a world filled with chaos, infection, and confusion, sage brings clarity, strength, and defense. Sage, Salvia officinalis, isn't just that seasoning you use once a year at Thanksgiving. It's a medicinal powerhouse packed with antioxidants, antimicrobial compounds, and brain-boosting properties that every prepper should keep close. Let's start with your immune system. Sage has antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral properties, making it your herbal shield against illness. Brew a strong sage tea to fight sore throats, colds, coughs, or sinus infections. Gargle with it for mouth ulcers or gum infections. Rinse wounds to help prevent infection. It's like a natural antiseptic that grows in your backyard. But what makes sage stand out is its effect on your brain. This herb has been used for centuries to improve memory, focus, and mental clarity. During collapse, when fatigue and stress cloud your thinking, sage helps you stay sharp. That could be the edge that keeps you one step ahead. It also soothes digestive problems like bloating and cramping, perfect when you're eating survival foods or your gut is reacting to stress. And for women, sage can help balance hormones and ease symptoms like hot flashes or mood swings. Another reason it's been prized in herbal medicine for generations. Topically, sage-infused oil can be used to treat skin irritation, reduce muscle tension, or even soothe insect bites. It's also ridiculously easy to grow. Drought-tolerant, pest-resistant, and low maintenance, sage thrives in tough conditions. You can grow it in containers or garden beds, and once it's established, it'll keep producing year after year. Harvest the leaves regularly, dry them for long-term storage, brew tea, make salves. Use fresh in meals for both flavor and health. Sage gives you immune defense, mental clarity, and physical support, all from one rugged little plant. In a crisis, it's not just about fighting off illness. It's about staying focused, calm, and ready. That's what sage delivers. Grow it. Use it. Count on it when things go sideways. Number 17, dandelion detox and blood sugar control. To most people, dandelion is just a weed. But for preppers, it's one of the most underrated survival plants you can grow or find for free. Dandelion, Taraxacum officinale, does it all. It cleans out your system, supports your liver, stabilizes blood sugar, helps digestion, and delivers more nutrients than most superfoods. That's not hype. It's centuries of use backed by modern science. Let's start with detox. Your liver is your body's filter, and when it's working overtime, dealing with canned food, low water intake, or stress, dandelion steps in to flush out toxins. The root stimulates bile production, helping your liver do its job more efficiently. Think of it as a daily cleanse without the gimmicks. Now the leaves. Dandelion greens are packed with vitamins A, C, K, iron, calcium, magnesium. Stuff your body needs when nutrition is inconsistent. They act as a natural diuretic, helping flush out excess fluid and reduce blood pressure. But unlike synthetic diuretics, they don't strip your body of potassium, so you stay balanced. It's also a blood sugar regulator. Studies show dandelion may help improve insulin sensitivity and reduce spikes. If you or someone in your family has diabetes or borderline sugar levels, this is a game-changing plant to have on hand. Every part of the dandelion is usable. Tea from roots or leaves for digestion and detox. Fresh greens tossed into salads or sautéed like spinach. Roasted roots ground into a coffee substitute that supports liver health and tastes surprisingly good. Best part? You don't need to plant it. It grows everywhere. It's tough, pest resistant, and will thrive in your yard whether you want it to or not. So the next time someone calls dandelion a weed, smile. Because when collapse hits, this so-called weed turns into one of the most valuable plants in your entire garden. Number 18, nettles, nutritional and anti-allergy power. Nettles get a bad rap because they sting. But once you learn how to handle them, they'll become one of your most trusted survival plants. Stinging nettle, Urtica dioica, is a nutrient-dense powerhouse. It's loaded with iron, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and vitamins A and K. In a long-term collapse, when fresh food is scarce and stress is burning through your body's reserves, nettles help keep you fueled, protected, and functioning. First, joint and muscle pain. Nettles are anti-inflammatory and have been used for arthritis, injuries, and general soreness. You can drink the tea or even, yes, really use fresh nettles topically to stimulate blood flow and reduce pain. Got allergies? Nettles are a natural antihistamine. Instead of reaching for a pill, brew a strong nettle tea during allergy season. It helps reduce sneezing, itchy eyes, and sinus pressure. They also support urinary tract health, flushing out toxins and reducing inflammation. It's a quiet but critical benefit when infections can spiral without warning. You can brew tea from dried leaves, cook nettles like spinach once the sting is neutralized, use them in soups, stews, or smoothies for added nutrition, and take capsules or tinctures for concentrated relief. Growing nettles is simple. They thrive in partial shade, poor soil, and they come back year after year. Just plant once and harvest all season. Wear gloves when handling them fresh, but once dried or cooked, the sting disappears. Nettles also attract beneficial insects, improve soil, and provide animal fodder, so they're doing more than just feeding you. Don't let the sting fool you. Nettles are pure power, and in a survival situation, they'll give you nutrients, relief, and resilience when your body needs it most. Number 19, black cohosh, hormonal and pain relief. In collapse scenarios, women's health often gets overlooked. But if you've got black cohosh, you're already ahead of the game. Black cohosh, Actia racemosa, is a root used for generations to help with menstrual pain, hormonal balance, menopause symptoms, and joint pain. It's like having a quiet but powerful ally underground, waiting to help when you need it most. Start with menopause and menstrual relief. Black cohosh reduces hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, and cramping. For women dealing with hormonal imbalances, this can mean the difference between suffering in silence or functioning like normal. It's also a pain reliever. People use it for arthritis, muscle pain, and even headaches. Whether from overwork, stress, or inflammation, this plant takes the edge off when your body's screaming for relief. And here's where it earns prepper points. It helps with sleep. When stress, noise, and discomfort are keeping you up at night, black cohosh has sedative properties that help calm the nervous system and promote rest. There are multiple ways to use it. Tea made from the root for gentle relief, capsules and tinctures for stronger, fast-acting doses, infused salves or creams for topical pain relief. Growing black cohosh is easy if you've got shade. It loves moist, wooded spots and doesn't need a ton of sunlight. Once planted, it takes a bit to establish, but when it does, you've got a low-maintenance, high-impact plant that keeps coming back. It's also pest-resistant and self-spreading, making it a long-term solution in your medicinal garden. In crisis, every tool matters. Black cohosh gives your body what it needs to recover, rest, and stay strong, especially for the women in your life. Don't overlook it. Plant it, store it, and rely on it. Number 20, willow, nature's aspirin. When pain hits and there's no aspirin left, willow bark steps in and takes the punch for you. Willow, Salix alba, or other species, is the original source of salicin, the compound that inspired aspirin. But while aspirin is refined and lab-made, willow bark gives you all the benefits without the factory. You can use it to treat headaches, muscle pain, joint inflammation, back pain, fevers, even mild toothaches. And the relief isn't mild. Willow bark tea or tincture works surprisingly well, especially when taken consistently over a few days. It reduces inflammation, soothes nerves, and helps your body recover without pharmaceuticals. But it doesn't stop at pain. Willow helps boost circulation, may support heart health, and has antioxidant properties that keep your cells healthy under long-term stress. Using it is easy. Strip the inner bark, not the rough outer layer, and boil or simmer into a tea or tincture it for a shelf-stable liquid extract. It can also be used in topical salves for muscle rubs or wound care. As a tree, willow is incredibly easy to grow. Plant a cutting, keep it moist, and it'll root fast. It loves water but can grow in a wide range of soils. Once established, it gives you years of bark, leaves, and shade. It also helps stabilize soil, fight erosion, and supports garden biodiversity, making it more than medicine. It's infrastructure. In a world where basic meds run out and discomfort turns dangerous, Willow gives you a real shot at pain control. Quiet, natural, reliable. Plant one now, because the next time you reach for aspirin and the bottle's empty, you'll be grateful to see Willow standing tall right outside. You've just seen 20 powerful plants the World Health Organization doesn't just recommend, they urge you to grow. These aren't decorations. They're your backup pharmacy when the grid fails, shelves go empty, and doctors aren't an option. Every leaf, root, and flower on this list gives you control in a world that's losing it. Don't wait for the collapse to realize how much you needed this. Start with one plant, then another. Build your garden now, because when everything else falls apart, the one thing still working might be growing in your backyard. Preparedness starts with planting. Do it today.